What are you doing, you guys? Get off of there. Hey, you guys, welcome back to Southern Latitudes. I'm Robin, and this is my she shed, which is sort of a bit of a garden disaster at the moment. But we're in here. Actually, we're going to come back when it's a little bit cooler. But Jack hung my little dry erase boards, and I mapped out where my gardens are, and you know, kind of where some of the permaculture things are staying, and where the fencing is. And then what we'll do is we're going to go through and we're going to kind of play around with where I'm going to plant things, where I'm going to rotate, maybe where I'm not going to rotate, and why that is. And so we're just going to kind of get into that a little bit after the sun goes down, a couple more hours. But oh my goodness, I thought I lost my GoPro. Well, it's not lost, but I was like, where is it? I couldn't find it in the house. I couldn't find it out. I thought I left it actually in a garden. And then I actually found it just now in the hay, tucked in with the baling twine. And I was like, okay, well, at least I know where it is. I had it in my mind to come out here and start working placement of fall vegetables. And I guess I just left it out here. And then we've been very, very busy last weekend. So I'm going to take the next few minutes, regroup, think about what I want to do, and then we'll come back and we'll finish this video. Before we get going, I thought I'd give you a quick little tour of, this is the onions. I think I don't have near enough onions. So today or tomorrow, I will probably be reseeding just a little bit more onions. That doesn't feel like enough Chiantis to me. I might have just done that too sparse. If you saw my community post, you saw that a lot of my sunflowers and my zinnias collapsed on me. One day I did not get out here and water fast enough. And yeah, that was a little scary. But don't worry, it all came back up and it's doing just fine. In fact, I'm thinking I may need to clear some ground to get some of these out into the ground really soon. Over here is my zinnias, different zinnias. Now the peppers, I'm a little disappointed in, and I'm pretty certain this was new seed. So this is the red Marconi. I only got 3 peppers up. This is, oh, also red Marconi, another 3. Then the Alma paprika, I got 1 starting. So we won't lose hope. And then the bullnose pepper and another bullnose pepper. I'm hoping that's just a time thing, because peppers do take a while to pop up. So perhaps they're still coming. Plus, we've been in a drought. It doesn't seem like we should be in a drought in summer, but when you've gone like a serious week to 10 days with these upper 90s and the heat index is over 100, yeah, it totally feels like we're in a drought. All right, you guys, so I am back. It's almost 7 p.m., but it's still really, really hot in the shed. So we're going to go through this really quick. I used to homeschool for 17 years, and during some of that homeschooling my own kids, I also homeschooled other people's kids in a couple different topics. And so I was the queen of the dry erase board, and I had lots of different color markers. And it's about the only way I could keep kids' attention during the economics class. They like history, but they didn't like economics. So anyhow, let's kind of go through this real quickly right now. Here's my board. And I do have my cheat sheets here. So I've kind of written things out. I'll keep them in front of me. So essentially, oh, I hope that glare's not going to be too bad. But this is the house garden, the salsa garden, north and south garden. That's all we're going to deal with right now. So if you were to look at my house garden, you guys would see that the pineapples are here and the okra's here, and then have lots of peppers and then bunching onions and then some miscellaneous black-eyed peas. All right, so I think we had celery before, so we're going to keep celery up there again. Oh, let's use a different color. All right, let's use a different color. All right, so we're going to keep celery in its place. I believe that's probably a good choice. The okra is going to stay, and I'm in East Central Florida, and that usually stays till about November. So that spot's already going to be taken. I have this open and this open right now. So I think we're going to fill in like the Black Beauty eggplant here. And over here, oh, one of my patty pan. I'm just going to put PP, squash, one. And then I have peppers in here. And so we're just going to fill in the pepper gaps here. We're going to keep the peppers where they are overall, but there's some gaps and it could be better. And I don't need that many, so I don't need to restart everything. I will re-amend the soil, but then we'll just fill in the gaps with all the new stuff. And then I'm going to have a patty pan squash too. So we want to make sure we get plenty of those golden marberries or mayberries, you know, in there. And the peppers also continue around here. There's a little old eggplant already in there. So I think that's how we're gonna do our, there's a little bit of extra space in here. So this is wide open. I'm not sure. We can leave that open there. Oh, that color is not too good. So anyhow, but there we go. There's some brown. All right. So that concludes the first garden. I think number 2. So this is salsa garden, which is right outside here. And we're kind of looking at it the same exact way with the 2 cattle panels right there. And right now this has all got sweet potatoes in this section. So that's going to take a little while to come out. So I need something that's sort of late in the growing season. So I'm going to start, all my brassicas are going to be in here. I did that 2 winters ago. So that is a good rotation for now. Maybe even back here. There's some clean out. There's an echinacea here. But anyhow, so I have technically 3 rows. So I'm going to end up putting in like, this may change, but like cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower in there. And I am growing twister cauliflower this year, Godzilla broccoli, and I'm growing Brunswick and Red Acre red cabbage. So this will be for the red. We'll just put red. And then the onions are going to be here. We'll have red, and then we'll have the yellow and so forth. And then that leaves me these 2 nice cattle panels and a little bit of space back. Well, probably won't use this. This will be onions. But a little bit of space in there. So what am I going to do? Well, I think I may try cucumbers. But we had cucumbers here already. So I might just do cukes here to rotate it slightly. And then that leaves this open. And I'm not sure exactly what I may do there. I may do some more Alabama butter beans. I was thinking about an Armenian cucumber. I haven't grown that in about 2-3 years. Oh, at least 3 years. So that's just something I'm thinking about there. Next, I have the north garden. And trying to squeeze in here. This right now is all filled in with a butter cup squash. So that's going to stay there until the new year. So December, essentially. That leaves me a walkway right here, 2 cattle panels, and then a nice open growing space right here, another walkway, and then we're going to fill this up with flowers. Sorry, I'm kind of far away from the board. So what am I going to put here? Well, it actually gets pretty good sun. And so I'm thinking that we're going to put in 3 rows of tomatoes. Can you see that? T-O-M. We're just going to say Tom for tomatoes. And that'll be my personal Big Tasty There'll be Grand Marshalls and there'll be Dixie Reds in there. At this point, that's the only varieties I have decided to grow for fall. In the spring, I may add a little bit more in early spring, like when you have those 3-4 months between January and April. So then, what am I going to do down here? This is the south garden. I have a walkway here, there, and then a big space. And I have like cranberry hibiscus here. We're going to do a lot of lettuces and kales in these sections. I already have some of my herbs in here, so that's going to be herbs. And then I did bok choy. We're not going to do bok choy this year. Hold on a second. Let me use my cheat sheet. We're not going to do bok choy. We're not going to also do Brussels sprouts. That gave us a lot of extra room this year. Just skipping that. They just don't grow well. I've done like 3 years in a row, 3 different varieties with the Brussels sprouts, and I'm just, over it. So, I do have Salanova that I'm adding with the leaf lettuce. So, I may throw Salanova in here. I'm just going to put that down. That's been about 3. I used to grow Salanova over here. So, and I'm not sure what I may do lettuces up here too later, but definitely I have this blank space and we can do some early Salanova here and then maybe a second sowing here. So I'm really excited about that. I do have some South Anna butternut squash in here. Carrots. Okay, carrots need a little bit of sunlight. Actually, let's put the carrots here, because the carrots they were kind of here last year, but we can re-amend, and I think they'll look really, work really well there with a little extra light. No. Oh, it didn't actually. Remember, these carrots were bad. These carrots were good. I can take out these cattle panels and I can put carrots in up here, or vice versa. The tomatoes are taller, so I may swap those two around actually. See, you're getting to see my thought process. It's ugly, but it's there. And okay, I think I like that better. And then what else have we got? Oh, we're gonna add some more pineapples here. No, I'm sorry, they're not there. We have pineapples here. We lost some pineapples, so we're gonna put in some more pineapples down here. Yeah, we got this big open area. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with it. And then we have the peppers here. But then this usually goes to fall display and then Christmas decorations. So I'm not going to add anything right there. Sorry for wiggling you guys around. I was grabbing a new marker. So we're going to put like Xmas right there. And then, so that'll be just herbs and flowers and lettuce. I think that'll work really well. And then up here, we'll probably do a second sowing of brassicas come like right around January 1st. So I think this is pretty much my garden for the fall. And I'm not going to go too nutty with trying to fit in tons and tons and tons and tons. So I did something last year that I really liked, and I'm going to repeat it again this year. I counted, okay, there's like 4 months, right? Say September to December. Or you can even go October and count to January, because your spring, early spring stuff won't be ready right in January. So that'll be a little carryover into the 2023 year season. So I counted up, okay, I might want 4 broccolis, I want 4 cauliflowers, I want 4 or 5 cabbages during that time. So I don't go nuts with trying to put in 12 to 15, and cram them in there right now for the fall. So what I do is I just re-amend everything, and then I'm just going to put a moderate amount of brassicas in my first sowing. You're still kind of teetering on the edge of hurricane season, and you're whatever you start in your starter trays, may have to come inside with you, or if you have a shed, if you're lucky enough to have a shed like this. My husband blessed me with this shed when we were looking for him, and he's like, no, you got junk. You know, so stuff's gonna have to come in here if a hurricane hits our way. So I don't go too crazy, although I absolutely love this time of year, and overwintering all sorts of garden veggies and stuff. But for the first sowing, I don't too crazy. Where I'm gonna go crazy is, you know, January 1st, I'm gonna start all sorts of seeds, if not December, mid-December, for the second sowing. Actually, I think I did that last year, mid-December, for all the brassicas. And then, so when this is completely done by Christmas and New Year's, then I have a huge, beautiful place. And you know, we can put all the compost down we want in the cool weather. It's fantastic. And then we start our brassicas up here. Did I do that last year? I don't know that I did it last year. I might have no, I did all the brassicas in the house garden. So it was 2 years ago I did it here, and it really worked out very well. It was enough light, it was adequate for them to grow and have a really good turnout in season. And the pressure was very light in this area. And so are the weeds, which is, for something that takes so long, like a cabbage and stuff, it's really nice to have less weed pressure up there. So anyhow, you guys, this is kind of my thought pattern. Things may change, but I think for the most part, this is what I've come up with. And so I'm leaving it right here in my shed to help me as I go into planting season. I can just quick look here, and I don't go, oh, there's an open spot, and just put willy-nilly whatever out there. No, I have a plan, and we're going with it. Like I said, most of it's going to be this way, except for I think I am going to change the carrots and the tomatoes around a little bit. I may pull out these cattle panels, actually. I'm going to think on that more. And I may pull out this one cattle panel here in the salsa garden. Well, think about it. You know, I hate to not use them, because it's just a whole nother level of gardening to go vertical. But we'll just see. I'll look over my seed list. I did make you guys make lists for yourself. Don't, you know, just try to guess what you may grow. I already have all my seeds bought, but then I went through the seeds, and especially based on what was fresh, but also, you know, what do I need to fill in the gaps? I have, you know, bullnose, red marconis, I want more of those. Alma paprikas. I totally burnt up an entire tray worth of my pepper for paprika long-term storage. That was bad. So I've got to just grow some more of that stuff and try again before I lose all the heat for the rest of this year. You know, the warmth, that kind of heat for growing peppers. I can't be without my paprika for an entire year. So anyhow, that's it. Oh, tango celery is what we're going to grow. I'm going to do the patty pan squash. We're not going to do yellow squash or zucchini. It's difficult, and it's really difficult in the fall, I think, because we're still kind of rainy, moist, and buggy in our fall. So Jack said, what happened to the patty pans? And they just kind of died. They were in the wrong place in the spring. And so we're going to make another effort, and a good effort, with them this year. And cucumbers. And the herbs will be dill, sage, parsley, thyme. We're going to have various leaf lettuces, salanova, cows. The flowers are already started, so I'm ready to start cleaning up this whole area, and we will put in the zinnias and the sunflowers, and that'll be nice fall display for my neighbors to see. And then we always do the hay and the little people back here in the corner of the shed. So anyhow, you guys take care, God bless, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.